Back in 2008, Jamie Oliver and Sainsbury's partnered up to offer recipe suggestions where you could feed your family of 4 an evening meal for £5.
Right guys, roast chicken with couscous, cracking family meal and for less than a fiver.
I wanted to find out if that was still possible in 2024. Before we get started, please do like, comment and subscribe down below. It really does help the engagement and get the name of the channel out there. I've got to be honest, I don't think the odds are in my favour on this one. Even the book, Feed Your Family for a Fiver, is currently selling on Amazon for £8.
What?
And that's half price. The approach we're going to take is we're going to look through some of those recipes that Sainsbury's provided back in 2008. We're going to go to Aldi and see what the price of some of those recipes would be today. If after looking at a few of those recipes, it's not possible to buy the ingredients for less than £5, then it'll be on me to build a recipe for a meal tonight to feed my family of 4, that's 2 humans and 2 dogs, a decent meal for less than £5. I've just parked up in Aldi's car park, and first thing we'll do is we'll look at the recipes on Sainsbury's archive to see what's on there, because of course I want to buy food that I actually like to feed my family. The first thing I think we'll try to do is the spicy chilli. In 2008, Sainsbury's said you could get 500 grams of mince for £1.55, a loose onion for 13p, 250 grams of mushrooms for 79p, a 420 gram can of red kidney beans for 60p, a 400 gram can of chopped tomatoes for 21p, and 1 kilogram of long grain rice for 43p. That totals £3.71 for your spicy chilli. I'm going to try and make a couple of substitutions. I don't like mushrooms and I don't really like a lot of spice. So we'll take the mushrooms out of the recipe. We'll also go for the red kidney beans in water, not in chili sauce, and we'll try to replace those with a sachet of mild chili con carne powder. The second recipe I think we'll try for is the fabulous fish cakes. So in 2008, Sainsbury's claimed you could get 350 grams of salmon for £2.44, 4 baking potatoes for 73p, a lemon for 28p, a round lettuce for 49p, a cucumber portion for 36p, 2 loose tomatoes for 21p, and a red onion for 16p, coming to a total cost of £4.67, and they are expecting you to have these extra things in your store cupboard already, so they're not including these in the cost: 1 egg, salt and pepper, olive oil and mustard. The third recipe I think we'll try is the meatballs and more. In 2008, Sainsbury's said you could get 500 grams of mince for £1.55, a loose onion for 13p, a loose garlic bulb for 35p, 500 grams of spaghetti for 23p, 2 by 400 gram tins of chopped tomatoes for 88p, and a 907 gram bag of frozen peas for £1.62. Again, they've got extra items they're expecting you to have in your cupboard that are not in the price: dried oregano, olive oil, salt and pepper. The total cost of the meatballs and more recipe in 2008 would be £4.76. Let's go into Aldi now and try to price up these ingredients and see if we can get any of these 3 meals for less than £5.
A few moments later.
So I'm out of Aldi and the results are in. The challenge I had is that Aldi doesn't sell very many vegetables loose. So quite often when the Sainsbury's recipe had loose onion or loose garlic, for example,
Not sold separately.
so the prices that I've put in here are the price of 3 price, because you cannot go into Aldi and rip it open and only pay for 1 onion. You have to buy the bag of 3. For the fish cakes, if I'd wanted to buy the amount of salmon that was in the recipe, I would have had to have gone for frozen, and that would have been £3.65. The 4 potatoes were 79p, a bag of lemons was 69p, a bag of lettuce, so not a whole lettuce, but a bag of lettuce, was 69p, that was the cheapest option. A cucumber was 89p. Tomatoes,
I'm going to whack in some of these beautiful tomatoes.
a bag of tomatoes, I think it was 6, was 95p. And a bag of red onions, it was 3, it was 89p.
Let's chop some red onion.
So for a total of £8.55, meaning the fish cakes could not be made in less than £5 from Aldi today. The meatballs were mince at £2.29, a bag of onions was 89p, a bag of garlic was 95p, a packet of spaghetti was 28p, 2 tinned tomatoes was 78p, frozen peas were 99p, for a total of £6.18, meaning again the meatballs could not be made for less than £5 at the actual purchase price today from Aldi. Finally, we look at the chilli. So the mince, 500 grams, was £2.29. The bag of onions was 89p. Chili con carne powder was 36p. Red kidney beans was 33 pence. Chopped tomatoes was 39 pence, and 1 kilogram of basic white rice was 52 pence, for a total of £4.78. Meaning, yes, the chili con carne could be made for less than £5 today. If I can buy some of those items loosely, I could potentially upgrade the rice to easy cook rice or get some slightly better quality mince. So I'm off to Asda to see if I can, for still less than £5, get my chili con carne recipe, but with some slightly better ingredients for tonight's dinner.
A few moments later.
So I'm just out of Asda, and the first thing I did was price up the like-for-like items for the chili con carne versus Aldi, but as I said, I bought loose items where I could instead of the bagged items. So what we got was a loose onion for 24 pence, Just Eat beef mince 500 grams, £2.49, long grain rice 52 pence for a kilogram, the Asda instant sauce mix, this is the chili con carne spices, 40 pence, kidney beans 33 pence, and tomatoes, chopped tomatoes in a can, 39 pence, for a total of £4.37. Remember that in Aldi it was £4.78, so it is actually cheaper to buy the items in Asda if you're buying them loose. Now, once I had done pricing all that up, I realised that me and the wife are actually trying to be healthy right now and be on as low carb a diet as possible, which meant that I couldn't actually make chili con carne with rice. So here's what I bought instead. So I bought 750 grams of mince for £4.40, 3 loose carrots for 39 pence, and 1 loose onion for 14 pence, totaling £4.93. My plan here was to maximise my protein and minimise the carbs in this meal, and also stay within the £5 budget, which we've done. As I say, we're 7 pence under at £4.93. We're going to stick with Sainsbury's rules that you're allowed to use certain items that you would already have in your pantry. So on top of this, I will need some oil and some gravy granules to make the mince for tonight's dinner. Let me know in the comments down below, what's your favourite recipe for feeding your family for less than £5? If you're looking for something else to watch, I do recommend going and watching my I Don't Want video. The video is titled, These Words Are Keeping You Poor. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Oh, something in my eye. So I bought... What's your problem? So I wanted to know... This one's hungry. He's sick of hearing me repeat myself.